Because many of us are divorced today because we could not handle our marriages. Instead of us growing and maturing in our souls in order to handle our marriage, in order to weather the storms of a marriage, we decided to do what children do when they don't get their way.
Yeah.
They take their marbles and they go home.
Yeah.
And so instead of that, someone who's prospering in their soul now will begin to weather the storm, will begin to seek God, will begin to stand after having done all, stand and exhibit those good emotions that God talks about. Look over in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. It says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control." All of those are fruits of the Spirit. And many of us as Christians, we always say, well, I try to walk in love. I try to, walk in joy. I try to have joy, the joy of the Lord. But it's so hard. That's because we need to work in that area of our soul. Those things that are the fruit of the Spirit are emotions. Yeah. And our emotions are wrapped up in our soul. And so in order to get a handle on our soul, we've got to grow and mature in our emotions.
Yeah, that's good.
And so, look, Proverbs 4:23 says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." Can you imagine? Your heart is the seat of your emotions. Your heart is where your soul is. And so he's saying, guard that soul. Guard it with everything that you have, because it determines the course of our life.